Yes. What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? Back in the lab with your man Marq Nash. Yes, I am he. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. Got a couple topics on the docket. EJ and Ugas is set tentatively for April, so we're gonna talk about that. Also, Nas and Hit Boy deliver on Magic. This is their third album together. I can't wait to talk about that. Also, got some new details of what was going on with Antonio Brown when it appeared he just took his outfit off and took his pants off and quit on the spot. We'll talk about that. Also, Me Too comes for Trey Songz again. So we're going to talk about that. And I'm asking you guys, how can you protect yourself from a Me Too situation? So this should be interesting. Shout out to everybody who's pulling up in the neighborhood. I'm going to drop this link out there, open the phone lines up. Give me about 5 minutes, let this room populate, and we'll be right back. Man, this should be a great episode. I love y'all. It's your man Marq Nash, Breaking Beats. Let's get it, baby.
Man, I'm feeling extra black. That means I'm super blessed. Oh my God, man. Hey, listen, man, we got life, man. We above ground, man. Y'all laughing at me, man. I'm so black and blessed right now. Alhamdulillah. What's happening?
I feel you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get into the this first topic. First topic on the docket, as you guys know, we got to get into this boxing news. I do not want to bury the lead on this. Errol Spence Jr. and Yordenis Ugas are scheduled and slated for April. April is right around the corner. How do you guys feel about this? Do you think this fight is going to be in Dallas or Las Vegas? You know, COVID is resurging, and we have this variant going down. They are shutting things down in some places in the world, and some things are getting rescheduled. Even NBA games are getting postponed and pushed back. Let's go with the OG. Sheldon Moore, talk to me. April.
It's going to be in Vegas, bro.
April. It's going to be in Vegas.
It's going to be in Vegas.
Break it down. Why?
Because COVID is not really that bad here on the West Coast. On the East Coast and the Midwest is raging. On the West Coast is, everything's still open. It's pretty under control. So it's going to be in Vegas. They're not going to have it in Dallas. They're not going to have it nowhere on the East Coast because COVID is raging, like I said, through the Midwest and the East Coast. So it's not happening in Dallas. It's going to happen in Vegas.
Darren Lincoln, how you feel about the fight being in Vegas? Are you going to go to the fight? Do you wish it was in Dallas? Do you think it's going to be in Dallas or Vegas?
Most likely it'll probably be in Vegas. I'm gonna try to see if I can make it out to the fight because I actually do want to go to this fight. I mean, I'd rather go to the Terrence Crawford one, which is gonna be next, but I think I'm gonna go to this one. I do think it's gonna be in Vegas too for the same points that Sheldon Moore was saying.
He just don't wrote Ugas off. He said, yeah, the Errol Spence, the Terrence Crawford one gonna be next. You just
yeah, definitely. Yeah, my boy got this, bro. Ain't gonna be no knockout, but it'll definitely be a decision. But he definitely got this. And Clips, you definitely gonna give me my money after this, John, too, bro. So I need my money, Mike. I need it.
Okay. All right, go ahead, Clips. This fight is scheduled for April. Do you think the fight is gonna go down in April? Do you think Spence gonna make it through training camp this time? Do you think the fight should be in Vegas? Should it be, he the big fish? Should they put it in Dallas? What do you think?
I think that if Spence can stay sober and stay healthy, we might get a fight. If we get a fight, Derek Lincoln, you already got my Cash App. You know what it is.
Yep, I know.
You should just send it to me now, man. You should send me money by now, man.
That's free money. That's
how I look at it. That's how I look at it. It's you,
free money.
I got you and 3 other Fish fans who, you know what?
He said 3.
Y'all be blessing my Cash App. I love y'all, man. I'm trying to tell
I'm
y'all.
about to buy me a new Marq Nash shirt, bro, with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. I see you. I'm jealous. Yeah, you see. I see you out here, drippy out here. Go on and show that for the people.
Gotta support.
Yo, shout out to my guy, Darren Lincoln. Show people that merch you got. He's wearing one of our pieces right here. It says, "What can I say?" And I'm super proud of you, man, for supporting the show. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and putting the money behind the content and that you're rocking with. And yeah, it's a dope little piece right here, man. It says, "What can I say?" This is what they come in 3 colors: black, red, and blue. And I believe Darren Lincoln has a blue one and a red one. So
I'm waiting for the blue, John. I'm waiting for the blue one to come. They still ain't hit me up.
You're doing it again, Clips. Respectfully, homie. Hold on, homie. Go ahead, Darren Lincoln.
Oh, my bad. No, I was saying my blue one didn't come. I kept hitting up the people to see what's going on with it because I'm like I haven't heard anything, so I'm still waiting. I actually just sent them an email again like not too long ago.
Okay. All right. So they're gonna get it to you though. They'll get it to you. Go ahead, Clips.
Yeah.
Colonel was cutting my brother off right here.
Sorry, my bad, bro.
No, you good. It was Mike cutting you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, that red look a little pink. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe just clashing with that fish hat. Maybe I don't know. I love the sweat.
We got to do that. You feel me?
I don't know what that's about.
That. You know what I mean? We got to do that.
But yeah, though, I'm really excited. I hope it goes down in April, and I'm not worried about Ugas. I really no hate, no shade. I wish Errol Spence a good training camp. Hope the brother stays healthy. Hope he can come into the ring at 100%. I don't want to hear no excuses. And go on and give us a fight. I don't even worry about it, man. Go on and give us a fight. That's what the people want. You are two belt champ. Go on and get back in the ring, get active. I mean, come on, for real. Really. I mean,
what did he say?
It's about to be 3. About to be 3. We're gonna have to correct that in a few.
If it was a 5th, this party be lit.
Well, it's gonna be lit up in this John.
look. Well, my guy Stormy B, man, he said something interesting in the chat, and I want to bring that up. He says Ugas is live in this match. I was listening to my guy Mike on Sports. Shout out to brother Mike on Sports earlier today.
Shout out.
And he had people up there talking about Ugas getting knocked out. I think that's a tall order for to say he's gonna get knocked out when he's been we never seen him get knocked out. He's not knockout prone. He's only been dropped one time in his career. And aside from that, Errol Spence Jr. has not been active. And when he was active, he was not knocking the guys out. Derek Lincoln, you are our resident fish reporter here. For more on this, let's go to Flounder. I'm sorry.
Flounder. Here you go, bro. No, we going to the big fish. The big
fish. The drink fish?
Big fish right here. Nah, not that. This right here. You feel me? But I don't.
Too much.
Nah, I ain't no Flounder, bro. Get that fish off the screen, man. We ain't talking about him.
It's all jokes. It's all love. Man.
I know, bro. I know. But yeah, man.
Guppy gang.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
But yeah, as far as I'm talking about with as far as Ugas, man, I don't see this being a knockout either, man. I mean, the boy is real durable. You know what I mean? He knows how to, evade, big punches. Like, you know what I mean? But I definitely think Earl gonna tag him up and get the decision, man. Definitely gonna get the decision. But he definitely gonna tear Ugas up, man. But he ain't gonna knock him out.
All right. Anybody else want to reply to that? Hey, let me get the show more back in. Show more. Talk to me. People are saying Errol Spence is gonna knock Ugas out. Like Ugas just be out getting knocked out all the time. Never heard of it. Ugas never been knocked out.
Never been stopped.
Never been stopped. He only been dropped one time.
Right. So I just don't understand people who say they know boxing.
What you eat, man?
I was eating some ice cream.
Okay.
People say they know boxing, and they just think Errol Spence coming off a 15, 16-month layoff is just going to roll through Ugas. I don't see that. If it's the same Errol that came off the car accident, he beats Spence. I mean, he beats Ugas. But it has to be that guy. Anything under that performance against Danny Garcia, he probably loses.
Derek, reply to that.
No, I agree with him, man. He got to come up in there focused. He got to be in there ready. He can't take Ugas, lightly. Because if he does, like Sheldon said, he can mess around and lose. But if he's focused, got his eye on the prize to get this third belt, I mean, he ain't got nothing but, full steam ahead, man.
Hold on. Are you trying to make a joke? You say his eye on the prize. Are you trying to be funny?
I was just about to say that.
Are you trying to be funny? You making a little...
We'll try this eye.
I thought that was your guy. You shouldn't be making those kind of jokes. Man.
Yo, man, I'm just saying, bro. Keep your eye on the prize, man.
Both of them on the prize.
Nah, you got the good one.
Both eyes on the
good one. You gotta keep the good one on there.
Say, Errol, I'm over here. Errol, look over here. God damn it, Errol. Look this way. God damn, you fucking me up.
Nah,
whatever, right?
But seriously, man, I truly believe this guy or Yordenis Ugas, he could upset the apple cart, homie. He could.
He
I
could.
keep using this term because boxing fans know what I mean. He could Andy Ruiz this whole situation, homie.
He really could.
Andy Ruiz this whole situation. So I really think we got to give him a chance. We can't just write him off and just assume he's gonna knock him out.
No.
He's gonna knock him out. He's gonna knock out EJ. I mean, EJ's gonna knock him out just because of what you think EJ should be able to do based off the last time you saw him in 2020. It's 2022, homie. Anything could happen. Let me get at my guy. Ben isn't. Oh Lord, Ty. This is Ty. Ty up here trolling with the Ben isn't real.
I know. I'm like, is that Ben? I'm like, nah, that ain't him.
Oh my God. Go ahead, Ty. What you got for me? Good evening, my brother. How are you? And how's your family?
What's going on, man? I'm just getting back to the crib, man, from Savannah. Hey, man, I eat so much seafood, man. I felt like I done gained 20 pounds like Errol Spence between fights, man.
Here you go.
Look, I'm trying to be fair right now. I ain't trying to do no guppy gang jokes. I'm gonna leave. Look, I promise I'm not gonna put up the picture of him and Yellow Beezy tonight unless I'm provoked.
Right.
Sure, you know, Mark putting that up.
I'm gonna try to be fair. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to my sister Queen P. I see Queen P is here. Shout out to my girl Blue, Kevin. I appreciate you.
Queen P, what's happening?
But talk to me, Ty. What you got for me, Ty? Should this fight? This fight is supposed to go down in April. Do you believe this fight is gonna be in Vegas or Dallas? And what do you think it should be?
Man, I don't know. I mean, with all these so-called Spence supporters, you would think it would be a bigger event in Dallas Cowboy Stadium. But Vegas is the mecca of boxing. So, hey, let's put it in Dallas. Let's see what these Spence supporters do, man. See if they're going to turn out and go in their pockets and, show that he this real cash cow of the sport.
Yeah, because
put it in Dallas.
Yes, because Sean Moore said it's probably going to be in Vegas because of COVID and things like that and the protocols that they're going on in other states. But as far as I know, Texas is one of those states that they don't give a damn. Like if you with it, come on in, right?
Come on in here and catch it.
Yeah, we're going super spreader. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Super spreading that thing, man. Whatever you want.
He said, "We in here."
Come on in here and catch it. We got it.
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, it's crazy out there in Texas.
All the cool kids got it.
All the kids are doing it.
Yay! COVID.
Yeah, you gotta put the kids on.
We got all the COVID, fresh COVID. We got the Omarion virus. Come get it.
Y'all are crazy, man.
They got Delta, Alpha. They got Delta, Alpha, Gamma, Kappa. They got the whole. They out there stepping with them COVID.
They about to have the whole phonetic alphabet. Gonna be like hurricane season.
Y'all are fools, man. Y'all are fools. Look, last thing I want to ask you, Todd, before we go to this next topic, I want to get your take on this. What do you feel? How do you feel about people saying that Errol Spence is going to stop Ugas? Do you think he's going to stop him? Do you think he can stop him?
Nope. I don't think he can stop that boy. Anybody getting stopped is him. If anybody's health is in question, it's his health that's in question. I don't think he stopped Ugas. Like I pointed out on the last show, since the Amir Amin fight, Ugas has had 13 fights in the last 65 months. He's active. He's in shape. We've never seen anything to question his punch resistance. All the questions are around Spence and his health and his durability, if anything. So I don't think Spence stops him.
Okay. All right, well, shoot. Anybody got anything else on this one? Before I'm gonna open the phone lines up as well. Let me get that out there. Shout out to my sister Queen P. She got the number out there in the chat. 470-705-9507. 470-705-9507. 470-705-957. You're more than welcome to call in about the topic. Shout out to my guy.
I got something else. Let's get it on, man. Let's hope this brother recuperates fully. Let's hope he's 100%. Let's have no more setbacks, and let's get the fight going.
Yes, sir.
I wish it was that easy, Mr. Moore. I wish I wish Sheldon Moore would be like, look, I'm tired of this shit. I'm ready to see a fight. Let's make it happen.
Right.
Like, all right, well, shit. Uncle Sheldon said, let's do it. Hey, look, man, I don't know if the brother gonna
we
make.
got to fight this weekend. I can see a fight. We got to fight this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. We got Joe Smith Jr. versus Callum, right?
Yes, sir. And we got what's the boy name? Luis Nery. I think he fight.
Oh yeah. No. Hold on, Louis Neary. Hold on, let me see that. I thought Neary was on Keith Thurman's undercard right here. Luis Neary fighting Carlos.
Oh, he's
Castro.
on the undercard. My bad. He's on the Thurman undercard. Oh, that's it.
February 5th, right down the screen. Yeah, man, I'm quick with it.
Lopez?
Oh yeah,
that's a decent card. I like that.
Okay,
I like the Riverside Rocky.
Okay, so you paying for this one? How much you think this is? $40? I'll give them $40 for this one. Y'all think
this is $40?
No, I'm hoping that it's $40 like the last.
If it's $40, I'm there. If it's over 40, hell no.
All right.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna jump off and right quick and jump back. I'm on my phone, the volume real low. I'm gonna get back on my MacBook.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at them light little flex. Talk about I'm gonna use my MacBook. Peasants. You Android peasants. Yeah, I get it. Let me do this, man. I want to talk about this other thing going on right here. Let me go to this Antonio Brown topic, man.
Can I get one more thing in on the fight real quick?
Please, go ahead, my brother.
My last thing on
we're gonna come back to it. I just want to give every topic right about 15-20 minutes real quick.
Okay, no. Go on and do your thing, and I'll just come back to it.
No, please go on and say it now.
All right. Yeah, my thing is just I really do think I understand the excitement of Spence fans. I understand that they're glad to see their king back and swimming again, but we got to be realistic. To sit there and say that Errol Spence is going to knock out Yordenis Ugas, that's a reach. Right now, let's just want Errol Spence to have a safe training camp and make it to the ring walk. All right. Talking about a knockout, relax. You know what I'm saying? Don't put the wagon before the mule. Let's just, as boxing fans, hope that this fight actually happens.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Saw this in the chat. Stormy B man said off topic. Hey, it's never off topic here, homie. Nothing is ever off topic. He said, Mark, did you guys hear Max Julian, star of the Mac, died on New Year's Day?
Yeah, rest in peace to Goldie.
Rest in peace to Goldie. Rest in peace to Goldie, man.
Is that true?
Yeah, he died. I put a post up. I put a post up on another social media outlet because Goldie gone.
What happened to him, man?
Old age. Goldie got 80.
Yeah, he was like in his mid 80s. He was in his mid 80s. Max Julian, remember Max
just made it to 99, respectfully.
Yeah, Max Julian was in his late 20s when he did Goldie. People forget that man, he just looked good. He just looked good. He was he was damn near 30 because he went to Juilliard.
Your audio's clipping. Wow.
Really? It's clipping?
Yeah, check the cable. But go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, Max Julian, he was in his late 20s, early 30s when he did the Mac in the early 70s. Because people don't know, Max Julian actually was a Juilliard actor who had nothing to do with the streets until he did that movie. But the director made him spend almost a full year in Oakland with real pimps to study for the role, and he just never came back. That was the cool thing about Max Julian. He was actually a straight-laced dude, a real classically trained actor. Yes.
So they got him. So basically, he was method. They got him. He was like method acting almost. And
yes,
really got turned out in the streets.
Yes, he did the Stanislavski method or method acting, and he was a classically trained, so they do that. So he immersed himself in the role for a whole year before they started filming. And like people said, by the time they said rap on the Mac movie, Max Julian and Goldie were indiscernible, and that's why he ran around for the rest of his life living that Goldie persona. He never was able to break character.
Wow. I never knew that. That's new information for me. That's kind of disappointing.
Learn something new every day.
All right.
I don't think that's disappointing. Like, I just think that just shows like how method acting is. Like people don't understand why Heath Ledger went off the edge like he went. He was a method actor who immersed himself in the Joker role. You know what I'm saying? While he was going through a bitter fucking breakup. You feel what I'm saying? He was already in a dark place. You don't need to be swimming in that bad mental area in a dark place. Yeah. Like method acting's real like that. Max Julian, living example. He took on a role and said, what was it? Shutter, what was that? 72, 73 when the Mac came out?
1972, brother. 1972.
Yeah, he took on a role in 1972 and has been playing that character until he died in 2022. He could not break the character.
All right. Well, look, got my guy here, Megazar all the way from D-Town, Dallas, Texas. Born and raised. Welcome home, my brother. How you feel? What's the deal?
Shout out to the panel. Shout out to you, Marq. Feel good, man. Can't complain. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's and all that. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Dang,
for sure.
bro.
How you feel? You okay? You sound a little.
Same to you.
You said what now?
Sound like you just woke up from your nap time or something. Like you still got the Snuggie on.
Oh, not at all. I was playing 2K, bro.
Okay.
Some money on the line, so I had to.
Oh man, I feel. Hey, look, what's your take on Errol Spence versus Ugas is going down in April? For some, when I try to connect me off the screen, so I'm gonna do a quick restart. But tell me what you think about this Ugas versus Spence going down in April. Is gonna be in Dallas. Is it gonna be in Vegas? Have you heard anything on the ground there? And I'll be right back, guys. Let me restart this.
I wouldn't be the one to ask if I heard anything. I would leave that up to Brandon. I see unanimous decision for Errol. I'm not saying that Ugas is a lightweight by any stretch of the imagination, but I just think Errol gonna take care of business, man. I don't see Ugas being a challenge. Unanimous decision, easy. And y'all know I'm not a Spence fan like that, but I gotta call it how I see it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's your
Derek
opinion,
Lincoln,
brother.
turn your camera off.
Nah, man. Matter of fact, hold up. There we go. Get a little closer so you can see the John. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he definitely he gonna get Ugas. Like that's a foregone conclusion. Like if he lose the Ugas, he need to retire. Like I'm keeping something ain't right. No, something ain't right. No, I'm just saying something ain't. If you lose the Ugas, something ain't right.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Megazar, but I gotta stop you right there. We're not gonna talk about Ugas like he's a soft touch or he's just there holding Errol's belt till he hands it over.
I'm not saying he's a scrub by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm saying if Errol Spence is what he was in the Danny Garcia fight, he wins this. This is an easy unanimous decision. If we're just using the eye test. Now I'm not gonna say he's gonna whoop him as easy as he did Danny Garcia. Ugas can get some rounds. I still think it'd be a unanimous decision though.
Here's my question, Megazar and Derek Lincoln. Since y'all were so sure that this is pretty it's pretty safe for Errol Spence. Okay, they talking about knockouts. Errol Spence, even in the Danny fight, was hittable. You acting like Ugas, if he touches this boy, won't hurt him.
Ugas at his best. I understand Ugas at his best don't hit harder than Kell Brook at his best.
I'm not saying he's gonna hit him and knock him out, but you're telling me that Ugas can't get his shots off.
No, I'm not saying that, but this is boxing. I believe Ugas is gonna win some rounds. I just think Errol Spence is the better fighter overall. You know, I don't think that Ugas has the mixture of speed and or power, and or is he a great angle puncher to really do damage to Errol Spence? Like I said, I believe he'll win some rounds. I just think Errol Spence is going. I think this is not a walk in the park, but this is a win. Like this is a win for Errol Spence. Like I said, if Errol loses this, he needs to retire. Something ain't right.
Whoa.
Something ain't right.
Basically what you're saying, Megazar, is that this is
You broke up. You said basically.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you.
What? Say it again, Show.
No, I said basically what you're saying, Megazar, is that this is a tune-up fight.
No, I'm not saying it's a tune-up fight. I'm not saying that at all. Like that's disrespect to Ugas. I just think on paper in the eye test, we all know Errol Spence is the better boxer. Like just on eye test alone and on paper. So I'm going based off of that, and I'm just going based off of gut instinct, Earl. Just like when Crawford faces Thurman, who's gonna give Thurman a real shot to beat Crawford? It's not
Nobody.
happening.
Nobody.
It's not
Nobody.
happening. It's not happening if you're on his A game, bro. It's not happening.
Right.
If Spence is on his A game, it's not happening, man. Ugas is not beating him. And I'm not saying Ugas is but he's in a lesser tier than Crawford and Spence.
Facts.
Now,
that's a
Megazar,
fact.
I just got a question. I just want to be clear. Did you say if Spence is on his A game or if Spence is still in AA?
There you go, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If Spence in AA, he still should get it. If Spence been in AA in some of these goddamn fights and still won, like you can't drink like that. You can't drink like that and not drink the day. Like I know alcoholic behavior. You know what I'm saying? So he's been in AA in some of these fights and still won and still walked. You know what I'm saying? So whether he's bring his A game or his AA or his ABAC ABB blood code Mortal Kombat, he's still gonna win. And you didn't catch that blood code, did you, from Sega? Y'all didn't catch that, did you?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
But I
got it.
You as I thought about it.
Okay, Mark, what's next?
King man.
Your audio is clipping right now, Sheldon. I don't know what I'm trying to get right to it. Let me get King Asia Math take on this topic, and we'll proceed. It's all good, man. It's all good. King Asia Math, how you feel? What's the deal?
Hey, what's up? What's up? You know how I feel. 56 sitting on 56 mil, as we all should feel.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Who
sir.
blowing that Spence horn? Who blowing the big fish horn?
Nobody. Now, look, I'm trying to be political and be fair. Mike is pushing every button to make one of these Guppy Gang boys get all upset. But it is what it is. What I'm trying to ask you guys, the fight is tentatively scheduled for April. Trying to figure out, what do you guys think about the fight being in April? Is that cool? Are they trying to get ahead of the Mexican Independence Day pay-per-view money, or shoot? Did they already, or is PBC blowing it already because they're giving us a couple pay-per-views prior to April? Is it going to hurt the Spence pay-per-view fight? Also, I'm asking, do you think the fight is going to be in Dallas because he is the big fish, or should it be in Vegas since it's a unification? What you got, King Agent Man?
I would say Vegas, but on the percentage, I think it's going to end up in Dallas.
Really? Elaborate. Why?
Because he's the bigger draw. He's the A side. It's going to be part of his, I ain't going to say demands, but it's going to be, part of his terms. You got to fight me on my terms. I got 2 belts. You just over there babysitting. He's supposed to have that one already. Supposed to got that one back in July. But yeah, if Spence say, hey, we got a showdown in Dallas, Ugas would oblige that. Be no problem with it. But I think it should be in Vegas.
All right. Do you think they're milking the pay-per-views too much before they finally give us, a pay-per-view we want? Also, what do you think the price point going to be for that Thurman fight? I wanted to ask you that too.
Thurman Crawford?
No. He got to get through Barrios. Keith Thurman, Barrios pay-per-view card is on the screen. I don't know if you can see the card, but you got Thurman, Barrios, Santa Cruz versus Carvajal, Ramos versus Lopez. That might be fight of the night. Luis Nery versus Castro. Is this another $40 pay-per-view card? What you got?
$3.99.
Oh man.
I'm gonna keep it.
He do a real ka-ching.
I'll give him $40 for that, man.
You said
I'll give Mark $40.
Yeah, Barrios got a good chance of upsetting it if he going on his A game. He could. I ain't gonna say it's like a shock. He could give a shock the world performance, but I'm not looking for him to really go shock the world. It wouldn't be shock the world if he beat Thurman. It'll be what it'll be. Thurman is who we thought he is at this day and age. That's what it'll be.
All right, Ty, give me the same question for you. What you think about this this Ugas Spence pay-per-view. What you think the price point gonna be? You think it's gonna be in Dallas, or you gonna think it's gonna be in Vegas?
I already said I prefer to be in Dallas. You can see Spence drawing power, but more like this gonna be in Vegas. I mean they killing us with these pay-per-views, so a lower price point around $50-$60 would be more fan friendly. Will they do it? No, I don't think they'll do it. But having 3 or 4 pay-per-views in front of Spence pay-per-view, I asked the same question you asked. Will fans be, like shit, man? We already bought 2 or 3, and just be like, fuck it, and stream Spence's pay-per-view. So they may be digging themselves a hole.
All right, everybody give me their take on this Spence Ugas fight that's going down in April. As of now, it's supposed to go down in April. Everybody give me their thoughts on that, and we want to move forward.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, we can move forward.
All right. Oh, last thing too, King Asian Math and Todd. Do y'all see him knocking out Ugas, or do you see it being a decision? Let me get that from you.
I see it being.
It depends on the. Oh, yeah. It depends on the Ugas that shows up. If Ugas game, he don't. He's not reserved. He want to mix it up. His man down. But if he fight a tactical fight, he could survive. You know how they get in there with fence. They stay in them shallow waters. They don't come out to the deep end.
They ain't gotta come out to the deep end. Look, Flounder gonna come right there to the seashore. Look at Flounder. He coming right there to the coast.
If they want to survive,
Look at Flounder. Put a worm in my mouth.
Yeah. If they want to survive, they'll stay in the shallow water. They go on that deep. They go on that deep end. They gonna drown. They gonna get drowned. Man down.
What you say? Pants down.
Oh shucks.
What'd you say?
Oh
shit. Man down. Man down.
Okay, I thought you said something. I thought you said pants down. I'm sorry.
Here you go.
I couldn't resist.
I know you couldn't. I know you couldn't, bro.
I was trying.
I knew it was coming.
Right.
Whoa.
He can't resist himself.
Whoa, don't say that to me. I don't ever want to hear Errol Spence fan tell me I knew something. No. Certain sentences I just can't say.
Oh my God.
It just didn't even sound right.
You know what? I'm gonna leave it alone because Darren Lincoln wearing my merch tonight, so he's safe. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's go to the next topic.
But hold on. I gotta go to that Keith Thurman Barrios because we ain't all get a turn on that, John.
All right, talk to me. What you got?
Man, that should be a free fight, bro. I mean, seriously, this dude just got knocked out by Tank, who came from 135 to 140. Like, who's really giving Barrios a chance to really beat Thurman? Like, seriously, I know I ain't. That should be a free fight. Just like that Ortiz and Charles Martin fight should have been free too, bro. We shouldn't have to pay for that, man. PBC tripping right now. For real.
They taking all the cash, boy.
Can I get in on this one, man? Because I'm about to do something that's gonna fuck you up. I'm about to 100% agree with Derek Lincoln. They are on some bullshit. And if I was a Fish fan, I'd really be mad because what the one brother said earlier. No, don't get mad. Listen to what I'm saying. They fucking your boy Errol with all these pay-per-views because you dig what I'm saying? Who's gonna want to pay for this nigga? You feel what I'm saying? Especially, let's say this Keith Thurman Barrios is whatever it is, but it's not an exciting fight. It's a technical fight. It goes to the cards, blah, blah, blah. So who in the fuck is paying for another fucking bullshit goddamn pay-per-view if they fuck around and give us 2 or 3 stink burgers in a row right before April?
That's true.
Like I'm saying, they actually hurting Errol. And this ain't even me talking trash. This is me just looking at the business of it. Errol needs a big platform, then he's got to shine on it. Right. So there's 2 things that's got to happen. He's got to have his platform presentable. Everything's got to be right. And on top of that, he's got to show up and shine.
Right.
Any of those 2 things, you take out any of those 2 variables, it's bad for Errol. It is bad for Errol, win, loss, or draw. He's got to have the platform and he's got to have the performance. Right now, the performance is TBD. The platform is being built up right now. And right now, to build up to that platform is a whole bunch of pay-per-view fights that nobody really is checking for. Like,
Agreed.
honestly, it's like Keith Thurman, throw your ass on Friday night fights, whoop
Fact.
this boy, and then get on TV and say, God damn it, I'm back. Y'all counted me out. Y'all must have forgot. And then next fight is pay-per-view.
Right.
I'm not paying for Nick. I'm not paying for a dude who pretty much retired
Right.
and is still trying to shake it out and see what he still got.
Right.
I'm not paying for it.
Right. I agree. Especially not getting knocked out by a boy that just came from 135, man.
Right. Neither
Like,
of
come
those
on, man.
fighters, neither of those fighters carry any real estate to where it's like, yo, man, I'm about to spend that 40. Yo,
Right.
like honestly, like if I spend some money, I will throw that money into the neighborhood. And you know
Right.
what I'm saying? That way, us as boxing fans, we can enjoy this together. But as far as me sitting in my house talking about fight party, texting my homies talking about, yo, I'll bring the liquor, you bring blah blah blah. I'm not doing
Ain't
that for
nobody showing
Thurman.
up.
Thank you, man. Come on, I'll be by myself. I'll be by myself with blunts in a bottle, talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody coming over.
Ain't nobody in.
House empty as shit. My kids
Hell
might even leave
yeah.
me. My kids
Right.
like, Daddy, I'm going over Ma's house. This bullshit.
Well, I mean, if the numbers are projected to be so low, then what would be the problem with Spencer's pay-per-view? No one spent money on the other fights anyway. They might just be saving up for the big fight.
Good.
True.
That's
And it's
possible.
probably if those fights supersede themselves and do big numbers, it probably set the stage for they could surprise us and say, hey, we're gonna give you Spencer Ugas at a real low rate or probably on a major network. That's right after March Madness. And they probably just carry it away from there.
Or fans might say their money and be like, you know what? I know Canelo gonna be fighting in May. I know I'm gonna get some Mexican mega star is gonna be fighting in May. It's probably gonna be Canelo.
Right.
Yeah, you gonna get Canelo definitely in May. Mayweather already announced an exhibition fight. You know, Jake Paul's gonna get barely back in the ring sometime early or the middle of next year. There's going to be big money, attractive fights coming up in 2022 to where honestly, Errol Spence
AJ
should
got a
be in
fight.
the yeah.
Ain't AJ versus Usyk rematch around that time?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's so many things going on that people want to see. People got money burning in their pocket. Like, you know what? This money's for this fight. And so you can spoil the water. You can pee in the pool. And because already, let's be honest, why are these boxing podcasts, everything getting so big? It's because boxing fans already have a bad taste in their mouth from what the sport's giving them.
Let me do this real quick. This guy right here is an OG in this YouTube boxing thing. I have the utmost respect for this
Salute.
guy. So I'm gonna ask everybody to please refrain from the vulgar boxing jokes on Errol Spence. Let's just keep it boxing because we I don't know this guy right here, Lord.
Stormy B, man, salute, brother.
Salute, brothers. How you guys doing this evening? Salute, Mark. Thanks for inviting me on there, man.
Talk to me, Stormy B, man. Hey, Lord to the game. You ain't got to show your face, but on the thing, but cut your camera on real quick because I don't think you've been on the show before, and you got to be careful real quick. All right. I think I'm in your Facebook group. All right, cool. Go ahead. Talk to me, Stormy B, man. What do you think of this boxing conversation that we having right here?
Oh, it's a pretty good conversation. I think that what you guys are alluding to as far as where the fight should be held, why the pay-per-view, whether it should be on pay-per-view or the pricing of it, all of those are great conversation topics because one of the things I tried to initiate from my New Year's stream coming into 2022 is we need to exercise and utilize the power, the voice, the platforms we have to curtail this thing about them just making whatever fight a pay-per-view just to try, because you think about how Bob Arum was talking about Terrence Crawford, right? Oh, I lost money on the guy.
Right.
Well, these promoters now, if you really look at what they're doing, they're not even doing their jobs. It's not just Bob Arum, but they're trying to counter what Al Heyman implemented with not promoting these fighters properly. Al Heyman, with his advisory role, one of the things he was able to do is help these fighters keep more money in their pocket, and then to advise them how to manage the money and where they could take it, where they could invest, even if they wanted to manage and promote fighters themselves. And they've done that, and you've seen it. And the old school promoters are angry with that. That's one of the things that they're really angry with Al Heyman is, because he's changed the game and made the mule more of benefit, you know, and not just to pull the cart. But the mule is now like saying what carts he gonna pull, and he's gonna make it where he got a team of mules. So it's like the game is changing. And I had a call first of the year to say we should use our platforms to express our displeasure with this old school mentality toward the fighters. Start respecting these fighters more. Start turning the heat up on the sanctioning bodies, these promoters and managers, and be more of a voice for the fighters themselves, because some fighters are under certain obligations. They can't say certain things because it's going to hurt them presently because of what they may be tied up in. But we can. We have a voice, and we should utilize it. Remember, Paulie Malignaggi is not on Showtime Championship Boxing anymore because of us. The voices got really heavy in favor of fighters that he was being discriminatory against, and then he was like, you know, being let's just say those ethical remarks he was making that were disrespectful. People were like, hey man, enough is enough. And when the emails came in to Showtime and everything, and they were like, oh, we got to take a second look at this. Paulie, you might need to apologize or something. And he didn't want to apologize. Remember?
Hey, to be fair, it reminded people what he said, for the people who don't know. And after this, I'm gonna let Lord to the Game get some bars off.
Well, he said a lot of things really over his tenure of being there. I don't know what you might particularly want me to say, because he has said quite a bit.
He was replying to Devin Haney when Devin Haney was talking about he ain't gonna lose to a white boy. And if I'm not mistaken, the last straw was Paulie's reply saying, hey, you know, basically the Eastern Europeans are running boxing or something like that.
Well, see, that's what I mean. He said plenty of things like that, you know, over his tenure. It's just that I don't know, for some, you know how somebody could say something and they go past you, whatever, then they say it a fourth or fifth time and it really hit your ear and you say, wait a minute, wait, what you say? You know what I mean? But Paulie had been there for years. And it's just like they got rid of Bobby Ches off of there for having a drinking problem and getting in, you know, DUIs and stuff like that. That's a more serious thing, you know, when you talk about jeopardizes people's lives when they get on the road. But Paulie represents a mindset from people in America. You understand? And you're supposed to be nondescript. You're supposed to be nondescript when you're on the air like that. So, and by him doing those kind of things, they finally had to answer to the public, because they were inundated with emails and stuff of displeasure with Paulie, people being fed up. So I'm just, you know, those are my thoughts about this. And like I said, we can help turn the heat up. We can help turn the heat up.
Do you think the fight is going to be? Do you think that fight in April with Spence is going to be in April? I mean, they said it's in April. Do you think it should be in Dallas, where he has a bigger fan base? Should it be in Vegas, on more neutral ground?
Well, since it's a unification fight, neutral ground would be better, you would think. But being in his place, you know a certain amount of seats are going to be sold and everything, and that's great too. But you know, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people don't really know who Yordenis Ugas are unless you're a diehard boxing person. But it probably neutral ground would be better. Probably.
Okay. You got a price point for this pay-per-view? That'll be, and then I'm gonna pass the Lord to the Game. Do you got a price point for this pay-per-view? or the Keith Thurman
Well,
pay-per-view before we get there? Like, how much should they be charging us for Keith Thurman versus Barrios?
that Thurman fight should be like this past fight, like 39.99 or something like that. That's reasonable, I think. And I don't think the opponent is reasonable, but there you go. You know, why are you fighting a guy that was knocked out at a lower weight in his last fight? And you've been off. So everybody know that even you coming into this fight, if you make the 140 something, you still gonna rehydrate up to a bigger, heavier, stronger weight because you've been out the game so long. So it's gonna be a multiple advantage for Thurman. He needs to be fighting a journeyman from 147. That's what he needs to be fighting. Don't go fight a guy who just got knocked out in his last fight by a smaller dude.
All
See,
right,
that's the part of boxing that, like, our voices, when we express displeasure like that, you don't have to be disrespectful online and things like that, but you say, no, man, this is unacceptable. No, you're a professional fighter. We know who you are. We've seen him sitting there with the button about to pop on his shirt, calling fights in the studio and everything because the dude is overweight. You know, he ain't fought in 2 years. You know
hey,
what I'm
look,
saying?
Stormy
You
B, his
seen
cheeks looking.
them they be stretched in the button about to pop. The cameraman holding the camera up like this in case that button come flying so it'll hit the lens and not him in the eye.
Man, that means conditioning might play a part in the fight.
Yeah. They say he can't even get a full workout in.
Yeah, so that's a
Who's that?
Barrios advantage.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let me let this brother right here, Lord to the game, boxing. How you doing, my brother? Good evening and good afternoon to you.
All right, good afternoon, family. How y'all doing?
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored, man. God don't
Salute,
make
brother.
mistakes.
Salute.
Salute.
So we all are here for a reason. So let's do something with this time and energy, right? Talk to me, Lord, to the game. Before we go to the next topic, I think you got the last word on this one. Keith Thurman, I'm sorry, moving too fast. Errol Spence and Ugas is tentatively scheduled for April. How do you feel about this? The pay-per-views that we're getting before that? Should they fight be in Dallas, where Errol Spence is definitely a bigger draw? Should it be on neutral ground in Vegas? Also, what do you think a price point for that pay-per-view and Keith Thurman's pay-per-view should be? I know it's a lot on the plate right here, but we load the topics up on purpose.
Sure, sure. Well, the pay-per-views leading up to the fight, I don't really agree with them being pay-per-views at all. But my personal belief is, boxing lost a lot of money in 2020 due to COVID, and they trying to make up for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, networks give people budgets. Things didn't go exactly the way they wanted it to go. 2021 wasn't the greatest either. You know what I'm saying? So I just think they're just trying to make up revenue for the most part. I think that's why we get these pay-per-views. Keith Thurman versus Barrios, that shit need to be on Friday Night Fights, like real rap, because
Fox, Showtime, or something, right?
something. Yeah, I mean, it don't even deserve premium TV. It don't. It deserve like FS1 or something. Like when you see them UFC fights come on that you could just like the whole public can see if they got cable. That's where that belong. Because I mean, Keith Thurman's career is taking such a hit. Like this brother went from having two belts, being called out by all the champions, all the top fighters in the game, to now he's fighting a guy who was knocked out by a guy who moved up in weight. Like I don't I don't even understand how Keith Thurman even agreed to take this fight. He should be fighting someone who's a welterweight. But I think what happens is, which is kind of a gift and a curse with PBC and Al Heyman, is Al Heyman looks out for his fighters, and I think he wanted to put Barrios in a position where he could make some money. You know, and
Mm.
he positioned it to him, and Barrios said yes, and I mean, that's how it worked. Al Hamm is, he's known for doing shit like that. Leo Santa Cruz, like if you are loyal to him, he returned the favor back. And I think that's what's going on with Barrios in this situation. But on the flip side of that, I'm just disappointed that Keith Thurman even agreeing to fight the man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like Keith Thurman, bro. Like like what happened, bro? Like,
He
I don't
needs his
understand,
get back. He got to get his get back. When I
man.
get back,
The
you
brother
get my
been out
get
of
back.
boxing. Look, he took a he look. The fight against Pacquiao was a great fight. I have no clue why he, you know what I'm saying, like why he didn't fight for 30 months. I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? It was a great fight. He outlanded Pacquiao. Pacquiao knocked him down and outboxed him the majority of the fight. It was a great fight. I think he should have, swallowed his loss and he should have came back kind of like what Sean Porter did against Formella. He should have got someone like that, you know what I'm saying, and stayed busy and put himself back in the runnings. But this guy's had a issue, for the last 5 years, man. From the time Errol Spence went and won the IBF belt, and he was, you know, supposedly, I feel like him and Errol Spence was supposed to be their first pay-per-view. But this guy got calcium deposits in his elbow removed, something that takes 6 months. They say 6 weeks to 6 months to heal. This dude was out for 22 months. And when we saw pictures of Keith Thurman during that time, he had breasts. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't make weight. He was out of shape. You know what I'm saying? They kept making up excuses about this dude. You know what I'm saying? Having a hand injury or this or that. But this dude, he knew he wasn't hungry like that anymore. He admitted on Showtime when Showtime was trying to make Keith Thurman and Earl Spence so bad they kept making them sit next to each other during fights, interviews. This dude, I don't know what happened to him. He went MIA, man. He went over there dressed like Aladdin, found him a wife and shit, and you know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at him though. You know what I'm saying? He found love, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, man. But his career's taking a hit. I feel like he's never going to be at the caliber he was at. His best days is definitely behind him, for sure. Now on the Spence tip with Ugas, that fight is going to be a regular pay-per-view fight. They have to make it 74.95. They got to make it that, because mark my words, and I don't know if someone has said this to you guys already, but mark my words, they have to do it, and it's going to do well because people are going to watch it because it's the build-up to him and Crawford fighting next. So people are going to buy that fight because it's more to it than just a fight with Ugas. It's a story. It's a saga. It's a build-up to something bigger. So people are going to tune in and buy it. And like I said, mark my words. If you didn't hear it from me first, I'm one of the first to say it. When him and Crawford fight, it's going to be 99.95. So they're not going to discount it. You know what I'm saying? So many people want to see that fight, like they did with Floyd and Pac. They we thought it was gonna be 74.95. That bitch was 99.95. When him and Terrence Crawford fight, it's gonna be the pay-per-view gonna be 99.95. Mark my words on that. So they're definitely not gonna give us no type of discounted rate for him and Ugas because they gotta keep it at a certain standard for them to truly maximize off of that payday with him and Terrence Crawford fighting next.
Dallas or Vegas?
In all fairness, it should be Vegas for revenue purposes. Because look, let's be real. Manny Pacquiao couldn't even sell tickets with Ugas. They did 200,000 pay-per-views. You know what I'm saying?
About 200, 230, something like that.
Something like that. And that's Manny.
And that's all Pacquiao.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the point. So Ugas may not really be like, he's not really the draw. The draw is his belt. And if Spence could collect it, so we can see him fight Crawford next. So I would say the fact that he's a champion, it should be on neutral ground. But if they trying to maximize revenue, it should be in Dallas, because I don't feel
the big fish can sell anywhere. He eat anywhere in the ocean, right? Put it in Florida.
Well, I mean, it's no place like your home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they go for almost any fighter. They didn't go for Sean Porter, but they go for almost any fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because look, they could try to put the fight in Vegas because there's arenas just as big as AT&T Stadium. The new Raiders Stadium holds a lot of people, but I don't think it would pack out the same way the Dallas Faithful's going to pack out AT&T Stadium. So the question is, do they want to sell more seats? I think the pay-per-view numbers are going to be what they're going to be. But I feel like in Texas, they'll definitely sell more seats than they'll sell in Vegas. If they fight in Texas, of course, it'll be at Jerry World. If they fight in Vegas, it'll probably be at like the T-Mobile Center. You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process on that.
Fair enough. Hey, look, I want to move this forward real quick. Let me do this this cash app. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for the support. Let me give him the $5 drop. Said he got 5 on it.
I got 5 on it, 5 on it.
I want to go to this next topic, man.
This that squad sound. This is Marq Nash.